In happier news, we haven't had a long rest yet, have we?
What?
Okay, yeah, we're doing our round first, if I remember right.
They're all about 8:37 in the morning.
I think we got some rooms at the end, so
Yeah.
we'll have a rest.
So we're going to sleep the whole day then?
I think we had a few things to investigate first. We've got the church, and we've got that job notice we were going to chat to some dude about.
And there's the old wizard
down here somewhere, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was there. It was that one there. That, Evil's just...
Amazing what you remember sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, the Wizard's Tower, the Wizard's Tower's there. You've got no reason to visit it, but it's there.
We haven't got the annotation on the map, right? Well, at least I can't see it.
Click on the bookmark icon on the left-hand bar.
Oh, and pins, that's it.
And then pins.
I got it. Oh, baby, I got it.
But I think it disappeared when you click on your own token. Back on your first
Venus. I'm your fire. Your design.
Exactly.
Hello.
It's a wonderful bit of serenading.
It's our streamer is here.
Yes, you are now live.
Oh, you could have said that before I started.
No.
Do not say fuck or bugger.
Should I continue?
So we'll give Sorental's probably not going to make it. He might try via his phone and join us on Discord and maybe into game on his phone, but I suspect he won't.
If he's watching Preston, he might do.
No, he's gone to see he's joining a friend of his who has a gig in Preston.
Oh, a gig. Not watching Preston play.
No, he's gone to support her. He probably acts as a bouncer because he's a big lad. And then Kel sort of said he might join, he might not join, he might join because he's full of cold. So give people a couple more minutes.
Yeah, it's an impromptu stream, but we love it. And thanks for taking your time, Zed.
It's fine. I was just saying to the rest of them, normally I take my son to climbing tonight, but he chose not to go in favour of spending the day with his mate. So he's got to that age.
Yeah.
If he comes home pissed, though, I'll be annoyed with him.
What if he brings some back for you?
Not if he brings what he snuck into his bag and brought home the other week, which was an 8% special brew cider. Absolutely foul.
Yeah, if my kids are going to drink, they're going to drink decent stuff.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's 16, so he's developed this. Thinks it's fun to sneak alcohol in places.
It's like we haven't all done that before. And we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. As long as he doesn't get into trouble with the police, I'm okay.
Yeah. See, I like the fact that all our kids are really quite old now, and they buy me whiskey.
That's good.
I need you to push them towards the higher shelf whiskey, rather than the Hague and the James.
Yeah. You're not a fan of the Grants, then?
Yeah, do you know what? Famous grouse.
I've got a bottle of Grants. I've had it for about 15 years. It's not going to drink ever.
It's aged well.
Why is Jet crying?
A good question. Well, I think I'm still suffering from that disease.
Oh, you are.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah, and also we haven't rested, have we? Because
No.
I lost one strength from the rat on the ship.
Yeah, but
So,
I thought short rest did that, didn't it?
yeah, short rest got rid of that, so you can have your strength back. Yeah.
Okay.
You'll have had a short rest on the boat because it was several hours journey back to Sea Strand, so you're fine there.
Okay. So let's just change.
Everybody else, you should notice that you. Oh, God, what's that?
Okay.
Well, that's a bit rubbish. I thought I'd given everybody a bump in XP, and it doesn't appear to have taken. 30 seconds while I find my log from last week.
I thought you did at the end of last week. I seem to remember you dealing it out.
Yeah, that's
If
all
only
right.
somebody recorded a video that we could look at.
Yeah.
That's true. Damn them.
Hold on.
I'm showing 170 now.
Oh no,
I have this.
170 is where you should be. That's right.
I was
So
going to say I have 141 in my mind as being where we were.
that's right. Yeah. So you're on 170. Okay.
I mean 300.
Kelv is here. Welcome, Kelv. Okay. So no Soren Tar tonight. I'll play Rage. I might get one of you guys to play Rage during combat, or I'll just play him. You can just tell me what you want him to do if necessary. So by way of recap, last week, you finished actually, let me look at my campaign notes and I can tell you exactly what happened with a lot of detail. So last week, you've managed to bypass the octopus in the sewer level of the Ghostlight and headed down into the Galley of the Damned, where you entered combat with Java and 5 Shadow Rats, which really hurt you. Somebody said apparently it was a bit unbalanced. It wasn't deliberate. By defeating Javi, you freed Escaril, put him back as the rightful captain of the Galley of the Damned, Javi taking his rightful place back amongst the oarsmen of the Ghostlight. You were given a marble. That marble, you were told, could be used once to summon the Ghostlight to your aid should ever you need to call it.
It's a one-shot.
It's a one-shot. Yeah, you've got to break the marble. You arrived in Seastrand and headed to the Lion and the Sun, which is the main inn. Kind of looking around there, you noticed that there is a notice board, but it was a little bit bare and only had a single job offer posted to it. Something to do with a scholar tracking down family ancestors and heirlooms. A scholar named Telvik Josaka. You've spent an hour or so examining and exploring Seastrand. You've met a druid called Aidan High. Mustard-coloured overcoat, sky blue trousers, does not ride a sled pulled by rabbit, but was feeding birds. And as you asked him some questions, he kind of looked at Kurgan and said, "Orcs are amassing under the banner of the Hand in the west." You also know that the town itself is a fair hive of activity with a number of longships pulled in at harbour and a lot of activity as Vagnakar, the leader of Seastrand, has been commanded by the Overlord to head northwards into the estuary of Roglaroon and take on and thin the pirates that have been plying and attacking ships in that area. We left it last week with a couple of you kind of examining various shops, but in particular L'Oreala, and Kurgan heading into a specifically the Church of St. Pierre's Humility, which is a multi-faith sort of church that allows you to worship many of the world gods, at least lawful and neutral gods. So that's where we will pick up today.
I'm still in the inn, aren't I? So
You're still in the inn, yeah.
So I'm wondering where everybody is, but I'm more interested in finding this Telvik to find about the family heritage. But I'm going to still wait here, have a couple of drinks, and just wait for other people to come back.
1 second. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to head back to the inn because I've managed to sell my excess material.
You have, yes.
And sporting one very good quiver and one very poor quiver. Head back to the inn.
No problem.
Put myself there.
Rage will continue to sort of lounge by the large oak tree in the town square, just mending his items and just sharpening his sword.
Tightening up his knee joints, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Kelgar, do you wish to do anything? You're off over on the coast, just kind of composing music, playing, just kind of minding your own business.
That is correct. I think a little bit later on, I'm likely to make my way to the town square and start drumming up, sort of infusing people a sort of a taster of the evening to come at the in the Lion and the Sun.
The Lion and the Sun Inn. Cool. Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
I wish when I mouse over someone's icon, it pops up their name or something. But never mind. Because I was thinking, wait, who's Kelgar? And then I realized he's the guy with the eye. And then I realized, isn't he going to get rot or something soon?
String knob rot.
Maybe he's going to get a string knob rot. Yes. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be a setting somewhere. Hold on, let's see. You see, you're now going to make me figure this out.
Or just when I select them, I suppose.
I mean, it does tell you who's impersonating which character in the bottom left on the players list.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
there's a
True, but I'm good with pictures, not so much names.
Okay, if you hold down Alt, like little points appear around the edge with colours on them. I don't know if that corresponds to the colours. No, it doesn't. It doesn't correspond at all.
No, if you hold on Alt though, it'll give you the pop up of all the places and the names, right? Or for the most part.
Just not the character, the player token.
Okay, so if I hold down Alt, then I
User
can see.
is unable, does not have permission to upload something or other.
Right.
Right.
What I've
So
just discovered, if you click on the names on the left-hand side and then go to that person and keep on doing it for everybody, it will show the names underneath.
So
If you hold
I think
and hover over, it shows as well.
if
Right,
holding
try-
Alt is now showing the character names for me, which you can then tie up to the player names in the bottom left.
I think as well.
I see.
If you hover over a person, does it not show you the icon, the name?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
No. Oh, it does now.
Yeah, I've just while you've all been talking, I've just said.
Oh, in that case, that's why it suddenly appeared for me, because I was clicking on the names on the left and all of a sudden the name would appear.
Yeah, there you go. I think I've done everybody.
Yeah, it works now. It's fine.
I haven't done. I've missed Kelgar because he's over there, over miles away by that. So anybody that hovers over can see another character. Okay,
Brilliant.
Ember, are you going? Anything you wish to do before I switch to Kurgan and L'Oreala?
Not really. I mean, I can't buy anything that I want to buy. I don't really want to pay a lot of money for some rope when everyone else who's got seems to have one. I might just head back to the inn and just chill out there. Maybe maybe see if there's anybody I can pickpocket. Maybe, I don't know.
There are plenty of people around that you can pickpocket if you wish to.
Like Medistra or Jet.
Yeah.
So rich-looking adventurers in the tavern.
Where's my 50-foot rope gone?
Do you want to have a go at pickpocketing somebody as you travel back?
And no, I don't think I will. I'm not that kind of character, really. I'm still getting used to trying to be in character.
No worries. Okay. All right. The Church of St. Perry's Humility is a split log cathedral, quite crudely constructed, with a tightly compacted straw roof. As you as you approach the place, you can see, a number of birds have made nests in the roof, kind of giving a little bit more, I'd say, character to this kind of shabby appearance. As you kind of approach the main entranceway and kind of step over the threshold, you enter into from the contrasting outside shabbiness, the rough split wood that have been used to build the cathedral or the church, it's an immaculately clean interior.
Birds flying around on the interior, or have they not made the
They
nests?
haven't made the way. Yeah, they've not made nests inside.
Okay.
The interior walls of the church are adorned with relief carvings of many of the world's deities in various poses that are kind of familiar to you.
Okie dokie.
Okay, is there anybody that looks as if they're in charge? Let's put it like that. Is there a priest wandering around, or
There is actually, and as you walk in, you see this this lady comes over towards and smile.
I'm sorry, and what?
Smile.
Smiles. Okay.
Gently lowering her head in sort of a sign of greeting and humility. What brings you to my church?
All right. So Kurgan is going to reach down to his waist, and he pulls out like a small blackened stick that he holds in his hand. It's kind of odd. It's about 2 foot long, and in one end of it there is a hole that passes straight through the middle of the stick, and it's burned and blackened. And he holds it up to the priestess and says, "What's happened to this?"
She looks at it. It has been burnt.
Why?
That is an interesting question. I presume through fire. Was this important to you?
It's all that remains of my axe.
Interesting.
Why can I? Go ahead.
So, did you lose your axe in a fire? Were you caught in a building on fire? Were you struck by fire from the sky? I'm curious as to why you have brought to me.
I was fighting. That's all I know. Then the last thing I remember is a sound louder than thunder. When I wake up later, and everything around me is blackened and burned, and I'm surrounded by dead people. That's all I remember. Something has happened to me, and I don't know what. This is all that remains of my axe, and he kind of waves the stick in her face again.
She kind of catches it and she holds it. As she does so, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Bloody hell! Saving throw, really? Saving throw. Oh, that's terrible.
As her hand catches the staff, you suddenly feel as though you are pulled from your body, and you're stood there atop a hill, surrounded by 7 stones, 2 of which, one in front of you, one behind you, is kept like an open doorway.
Oh, sorry, 2 of which are what?
A cap. So you know, like Stonehenge,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you've got some with like capping stones across the top.
Yep.
Looking around, it appears to be late in the day. You can see the sun casting long shadows across the stones. 3 of them all kind of meeting about where you're stood, almost in the middle of this top of this hill. To the northeast, you can see the far glint of the ocean. And to the west, you are standing above the tallest trees in a woodland landscape. Glancing around, there are evidence of fire. Blackened stones. The two closest to you, including the one of the stones that has been capped, showing showing signs of a great heat. Bodies, further scorched and blackened, laying where they fell, as though they were charging through the capped stone like a gate. A figure appears, walking slowly but purposefully through the stone circle, wrapped in a dark cloak and hooded, bends down at one of the bodies. Running a gloved hand through the remains of the body, you watched as its charred remains slowly crumbled to dust. It brings a piece of the dust to its in his hand to his face and sniffs. Tastes it tentatively with the tongue. Then glances around and then glances straight into the middle of the circle, straight at you. Burning red eyes seem to fasten on you across the vast distance. You get a sense that the face behind the hood smiles, and then a voice, barely heard, raspy, parched like, "There you are. I'm coming for you. You have my power. You took my power. I need that power to finish my transformation." He rises, and the stones begin to glow. As the glow intensifies, you feel a low hum build in the ground and in your own bodies. And then suddenly you are flung up into the air, hundreds of feet. You come crashing downwards, gaining speed with every breath that you take. The circle are lit below you like fire, looking like an eye. You come screaming down, 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 down. You're about to impact the ground, and then your eyes open. And the priestess is looking at you. Mere second after she'd stopped the axe head or the axe shaft. Are you okay? You seem to disappear for a moment.
I don't know. I was somewhere else. I saw someone. Who, what was it? They said I took something from them. Some power, I don't know. I don't understand.
L'Oreal are looking a little bit concerned at Kurgan, kind of just gently takes him by the elbow and says, "Are you okay? Do you need to sit down a while?"
As far as L'Oreal is concerned, that was about a second and a half.
Yeah. Obviously, I've seen like the change in Kurgan.
Yeah.
No, so I'll just so I just looking at me, I look as if I've been worn out. I've just been through like a long trial or something. I just come down to one knee just to rest, and I breathe deeply for a few seconds. And then
I start putting my hand on your head, just checking your temperature and taking a look at you.
And I look
Give
back
me a medicine
at the,
check.
Yeah. You should be able to do that.
We shall see. Where's medicine? There you are. Yeah.
He seems fine to you. His pulse is probably racing a little bit, and maybe a little bit of sweat has broken out over his brow, but you know the temperature's getting up a little bit. I think. Where?
Perhaps you just need a little rest.
I came here for answers.
She looks about the priestess kind of furrows her brow for a moment as L'Oreal, you're sort of checking him over. There is something about you, half-orc. A power. The gods are watching you. They're judging you on how you use it. It is wild and uncontrollable.
Who are they to judge me?
They're not judging. They're what?
I came here for answers. You give me more questions than answers. I need to think on this.
She kind of steps back and she gives you a very genuine sort of bow. And then as she kind of sits up, she says, I'm sorry that I was not able to give you answers, but perhaps the questions that you have will guide you elsewhere.
All right. So I'm just going to nod at her, and I'll start walking out again.
Okay.
I assume that L'Oreala came for a reason, but I'm basically just going to about face and walk out by myself.
No worries.
Kind of pensive. That's a good word.
I'll watch him walking down the street for a moment, and if I'm happy that he's sort of gaining a little bit more of himself back, I will go back into the temple. If not, I'll follow him.
You watch him go down the street. Unless Kurgan does anything otherwise, you'll just see him head off and then heading towards the inn, I guess.
I'm going to head down to the discount supplier quickly.
Okay, head down to the discount supplier. No problem.
I'm gonna a little distractedly because of what's just happened. I will take a quick look around the temple and look to see if there is a shrine to Alinar or Silberth.
Alinar or Silberth?
Particularly Alinar.
Yes. Sick. Alinar is the god of...
He's goddess of the moon, but it's kind of fey and trickery and darkness and magic. So there might not be one hanging around here, but I would have thought there will be Silbereth, which is god of the elves.
There's definitely Silbereth, yes.
Okay.
Alinar, no.
I will make my way over to the small shrine to Silbereth, and as I said, a little bit distractedly, I will just perform a few prayers and devotions. And unless there's anything else going, I will make my way back to the inn.
You're observed by the priestess, and Andrea Cross, but it's Andrea, so Aendrea.
Mm-hmm.
She just stands by and she continues to clean various parts of the temple, every so often glancing over to you to see if you need anything.
So she's like the temple caretaker, is she?
She is, yes. She's the priestess and also the caretaker.
Okay. I will approach her when I've finished and just thank her for the maintenance of the temple, and I'll just check my inventory. If I've got a few coins, I will pass her some coins. Where do I find coins on here? There we are. Yeah, I will pass her a silver piece.
She kind of gestures to a sort of an arms box that kind of sits on a small pedestal, not too far into the church, sort of on one side.
Yeah, I will smile and just say for the maintenance, I thank you very much for keeping it so clean and tidy in
here. She smiles. She comes over to you. She places a hand, or goes to place sort of a finger on your head.
I will allow her. Yeah.
And she mutters some words, and you feel calm. And she smiles. The gods are with you.
I'll return the smile and kind of do a similar bow to how she greeted us.
Go in peace, my lady. And watch that one. He is troubled.
He seems to have been a fairly forthright individual so far. I think he may need someone to walk with him. I sense he has a difficult time ahead.
Make sure he walks in the light and not in the dark. His power is growing, and he may struggle to control.
I look a little troubled myself and kind of nod, but I look a little uncertain as I make my exit. I'll head back towards the inn, I think.
Okay, you'll head back as well. Okay, so Kurgan, what are you looking for at the discount store? It really is discount.
So this goes back to the conversation we were having last week about medicine checks. If somebody goes down,
It was a stick you had in your hand. I was getting a bit worried.
It's a black and burned one though. That's not canon. I needed like a medicine kit if I wanted to try and stabilize someone. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah.
So I just want to see if they've got a medicine kit that I can pick up.
It's a very good point. I would have probably, had I remembered, checked at the temple to see if they had such supplies.
So that's interesting. They don't. Bear with me.
Yep.
Oh, what?
Do you know what? I've even got it on my notes. Buy healing kit! Exclamation mark.
So, I've got it listed, but I don't see why you can't get a healing kit. Probably from any of the churches, and probably from the discount supplier. So let me get the book. Anybody know how much they?
I'm just having a look now.
Me too. Just trying to find it in the book.
Healer's kit is 5 gold pieces as standard and weighs 3 pounds.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Bloody hellfire!
The discount store will
Discount.
well.
Yeah, you'd like to think.
Right. It's in the name, Zed.
Yeah, they're. So, was it 5 gold pieces? You say?
Yeah, as base cost.
So they will charge 4.5 gold.
They're cutting their own throat.
Oh.
5 for that? You must be mad.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah. 4. Okay. 4, and I'll take it.
4 and you'll take it. Is that what you say to him?
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion.
Oh, bloody.
Oh.
Just let it. Let's have a look. Who is the second most movie there? Discount supplier. Faline Brock. So the owner is a rather youthful, young-looking female human. Brown eyes, pale skin, very short, with a very tailored hair. She kind of watches you as you kind of look around, and you come over and sort of say 5 gold. So I offer 4 gold. She looks at you and she says, "The place's name's Discount Supplier, not Rip Me Off Supplier." Look, I'll settle for 4 gold, 2 silver.
Fine. I'll take it. And I hand over 4 gold, 2 silver, nothing else. Still super pensive, just head down, thinking about other things.
Okay. That keeps good.
Now, how the hell do I add something to my inventory?
Hold on. I have a slight problem. I might boot you all out for a second. which if I do, I apologise.
No worries.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I've just booted you all out.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Oh, that's
All gone wrong.
no. So there was a bunch of modules that weren't activated for some reason because they needed some dependencies. Think I just fixed it. Got it. Fixed it.
Saying something like you must have JB2A module installed.
You should be able to click through and say okay. Click through that.
That's
It
fine.
is
Then.
installed. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Oops. Drag you back onto.
Why is it welcome to plutonium?
Yeah, ignore that as well. That should be disabled. Right. Sorry. I'm just doing this hard one. Well, not the hard way. Right. You have a healer's kit added to your character sheet now, Mr. Kurgan.
Why? I should see this. I do. Cool.
So plutonium is just a module that shouldn't be activated, but I don't want to. I won't disable it now because it might kick you all out again. Okay. L'Oreala, anything else from you?
Yeah, just I'll check at the temple to see if they have any healers kits available. If I could.
Yeah. They do. Same thing. 5 gold standard price. But they she'll offer it to you at 4.
Sorry, what was that said?
4.5. 4.5.
I will gladly pay that. And thank her for that. So I'll knock off the 10 gold, 5 silver. And can I drag the healers kit in, or do you need to do that?
No, you should be able to just drag it on.
It's in compendium, I guess.
Yeah.
If I can find it.
How do you get that? The compendium.
So the compendium is the icon next to the cog icon, the settings icon.
Well, I don't know. I don't seem to be able to find the right thing.
Hold on, you don't have access to it. So this is what I'll do. Healer's kit. I will drag the healer's kit there. Trigger permission. Under the items tab, the briefcase tab, you should have a general goods folder, and there's a healer's kit in there. Drag that on.
Okay.
I think I already dragged one onto Kurgan there.
Yeah, you gave me one already.
Yeah.
There we go. Lovely. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Zed, one question.
Yeah.
You mentioned components and how we're going to get spell components. It's only over 100 gold or a significant cost. But how are you going to track rations? Are you going to be specific about that, or?
Question? Maybe.
Okay. All right.
Um.
I'm guessing if we're kind of out in the wilderness for a period of time, we will. But if we're in,
Yeah. So if you're in towns and things, I'm going to assume that you're just going to be in an inn and buying rations. That's fine. Or buying food. If you go out into the main sort of world map and you start traversing over hexes and you don't go to sort of towns or settlements, then we would probably start tracking rations. Yes.
all right.
Depends on how well we do with foraging and what's available as well. If we're
foraging and so survival checks to forage and things like that. That's absolutely fine.
Okay.
I've got that ability, I think.
Oh, by the way, I've gone back to the inn after the
Okay.
discount store.
Okay, and then I think,
I'll pick up Rage on the way if I see him.
yeah, okay, pick up Rage. What about Kurgan? Sorry, not Kurgan, Kelgar.
I think he was in the town centre, wasn't he?
No,
He's
no,
still on the beach. It's only been
he was trying to. Oh, is it? Okay.
he's finding his muse or drinking his booze. Who knows?
Column A, column B.
Yeah,
So about-
and,
just after
continue
sort
to
of-
play into the wind.
Yeah, just after 9 o'clock or something, Medi, you watch as various parts of the of your group sort of drift back into the tavern, into the inn.
As each one comes in, I'll raise my cup to them, just to let them know I'm here.
No problem.
I'll smile and walk over to join you at the table.
Wonderful. And I'll be. Medistra will look at you as you approach it. Are we going to wait for the rest to arrive and then we can find this Vagnikar? Not Vagnikar.
Volvic.
Who am I talking about? Tolvik. Yes.
Volvic, yeah.
To find out where his family heritage is, his heirlooms. I'm interested to see what they are. There might be something of great importance.
It does sound interesting, and it would be nice to get out of the town for a while.
You never know, and they might be worth something of great knowledge to see these things. And knowledge is the power of all things. If you know this. So, who else are we waiting for?
Literally
Looking.
Kelgar.
Looking at the table, yes, just Calgar. I'll relate some of what I've seen in the town back to Medi and the others who weren't with me, just in terms of
What you notice coming
about
from...
Kurgan, but I will mention, because I think that's his to discuss if he wants to, but I will mention the druid in the town centre and his tale of the orcs moving.
Mm.
What you've noticed as you've come sort of out of the church and headed back to the inn, there's a lot. The activity has picked up a notch again, and there's a lot of people carrying or pushing hand carts full of weapons, arrows, provisions down towards the dock. Things just keep on going.
So wasn't it mentioned that there was pirates or something that they were joining
So
forces
you
to try?
know what they're doing. They're stocking up and kitting out a bunch of longboats and galleys to go hunting down pirates in the estuary to the north of where you are.
That's going to be one big flotilla.
There are about 10 ships in total, something like sort of 4 or 5 long ships, 3 galleys, and a couple of smaller ships that are all kind of wrapping.
So there must be like literally a couple hundred people trying to see to all this at least.
Yeah,
Like,
easily. The population of Seastrand itself is just over 1,000.
so there's some major mobilisation for this town then.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You know the location that you're going to. It's sort of down here. So if you want to head there, just let me know.
Did we see did Calgar say where he was going, or did we see where he was going?
You didn't actually see it unless he told you. He just disappeared off on his own direction. I don't think. Kelgar, did you tell anybody?
I remember him walking up the beach from when we landed, but that's about it. I didn't see where he went to,
Yeah.
other than north.
Specifically telling on.
Okay. So he's not with you at the moment.
Did go via the inn though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So before we head out, I kind of wake up from my reverie and move over to where everybody's sitting, and just say that the orcs massing under the banner of the hand worries me. If there are many of them and they're on the warpath, this could be a threat larger than we can cope with. Zed, how much would I know about the hand
You-
and the clan?
It makes no. You've no idea what the hand is.
Okay.
Certainly, your own clan that you were attached to, a hand was not a symbol that you used.
Okay. So you also mentioned that one of the main, I think you said one of the main orc settlements is the Crucible. It's one of the notes.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
If I look at the main map, I think you
let's
can
go
all
back
look.
on the
Can
campaign
all
map.
look at the campaign map. Give me a second to find setting.
I had it last week. I can't remember where
That
the
was here it is, just east of the Majestic Mountains.
Yeah.
West, sorry.
Long way off.
I've got a huge list of notes and things here. So
We
the
found it.
main orc settlement.
Yeah, about 115 miles ish,
Mm.
as the crow flies. But obviously, with the terrain, it's quite a long way. Even if you march directly, it would take quite a long time.
Yeah, and there's mountain range in between.
Yeah, exactly.
So, so Kurgan is still standing there, and he looks pretty intense at this. You know, I think we need to understand more about what's going over there, and we need to visit the Crucible to find out what's going on.
There's a town here called Dart. Okay, yeah, the Crucible is the main orc. Is a main orc settlement.
Yeah.
Actually,
Would,
Crucible's not the main orc settlement. That's quite small. The main orc settlement is Ered Chimera in 2708. Yes, Pussycat.
2708 is got to be around here somewhere.
There, look.
Yeah, there. Oh, that's even closer. Wow. Okay. Would we know whether are they fairly xenophobic? Like, are outsiders accepted in their lands, or?
Not often.
I mean, obviously, Kurgan and Kelgar might get away with it a bit more, but I don't think the rest of us would be welcome.
Listen, I'm a half orc. They don't hate me and they don't love me.
I'm unsure as the relation of elves and half elves to orcs in this world, or other.
So 3900 BCCC. So where are we? 4433 BCCC. So about 500 years ago.
Looking through the law now, trying to.
Yeah, there was an invasion.
There was an orc invasion. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and 1500 years ago there was an orc invasion. They arrived in Light El and wreaked much havoc, attacking the citadel of the Shield Maidens and Sea Rune. So those are way south of where you are. So they are down in 4927 and that area down there. They came east out of the Darth, across the Raglaroon River, and sort of that southeast kind of direction into this kind of area.
I mean, that's been quite a long time, but I'm presuming there's still some enmity there.
Correct.
And fear of the orcs, I would guess.
Having a quick have a look at. Got loads in there. So Ered Chimera, it's a chaotic, evil aligned place, population of about 1,000 people, 96% of which are all.
Yeah, we're not going to be welcome there.
My concern is that actually it's not that far away, and this town is actually emptying. It's not going to be very safe.
Zed, you mentioned you. So when you were talking about this last week, you mentioned Crucible specifically. Was that a mistake? Were you talking about Ered Chimera?
No, I was. No, I mentioned Crucible specifically.
You did. Yeah. Okay.
Crucible is smaller, but it's you would describe Crucible more to the west than you would Erud Chimera.
Hmm.
Because west typically, is over that mountain range, the Majestic Mountain.
Are they all different tribes then? Each of these different?
They are all different tribes.
So it may be that they're not all on the warpath, and it's just a few war bands that are getting like roused or what have you.
Yeah. Where else? So you've got.
Didn't you
So
say
most orc villages have maybe goblins or gnolls amongst them, but they don't generally have many humans or humanoid race.
Yeah. Did you say there was a castle or a garrison somewhere on the Graskenfold plain?
Yes.
My backstory involves goblins because I can speak goblin.
Okay.
But I haven't really thought it out properly yet. I just have a theory about what I'd probably like it to be.
Okay. Once you've fleshed it out, if you put it into your backstory piece on D&D Beyond, let me know, and then I can grab it and work something into the game for you. So that square there with a hole in it on 4014 is Gaskenfold Castle.
4-1 what? 4-1.
4014.
40.
Oh right, I got you.
So triangles with a hole in are villages or towns. Then squares are cities or the equivalent of cities.
Okay.
What's the round one with the hole in the middle that we're at? Is that like a village or something?
That's just donut.
Oh, no. So the one above you, 4303, 431 is a one. No. Yeah,
They don't have names, do they?
41. No, it's a castle.
Point of interest.
It's a citadel.
Okay.
But it doesn't have a name.
No, it
We
doesn't.
haven't found it yet.
Because you don't know what it is. Remember, you don't know a lot about the world.
Yeah, because
Once
you
I-
had Fog of War on this, right? You had Fog of War on last time.
I did have Fog of War on it, yeah. So you don't. Each hex is 5 miles, and most people in the towns and villages that that you visit haven't gone more than about 20 miles.
And probably along the major routes to the other towns and things, yeah?
Yeah, along the major routes, people will travel. So you can assume that, for instance, Seastrand to Sunlet and to Tegel to Benables, and then down is probably as far as that goes. The camps
That's
that
like a trading route.
Yeah, it would be a trading route. The camps that you see are very different. There wouldn't be trading routes from Benables to these. Light Elf is kind of actually Light Elf is is the gnome capital. And then you've got Crimsglow, Thorsverk, Sea Rune, Farad, and Othery probably have a trade route along the coast between those. And then maybe river trade up to Millhaven, etc. So you can kind of look at the map and work out what kind of trading would happen and how things move across the map.
Maybe a good idea to get ourselves a little bit situated here, perhaps do that job and then inquire with some of the local garrisons and things as to if they've had any news, or whether is it the Overlord is
Yeah, so the
preparing to do
Overlord
anything?
the Overlord is in so if you look to the southeast of the Darkwood, southwest of the Darkwood, sorry, you've got the city-state of the Invincible Overlord.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the main capital of this area. And so anything on this map that's human is probably paying tithe in some regards to the Overlord.
Does he like support the garrisons and things like that? Is that all? They're all in his pay and
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Or that's what you would assume. Let's say.
Yeah. Okay.
And is there a garrison in Seastrand?
Seastrand is run by so it's run by a group known as the Shining Squad.
Shining Squad. Okay.
I presume it's like all kind of sort of mini feudal barony type things.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. So if you look at Seastrand is it's punitive law. People that breach law can expect hard labour, incarceration, fines, or public execution. The person in charge of the Shining Squad is Salanop Silverthread, a gnome woman, actually.
Not Silverthread.
Salanop Silver, yeah. Weird names, I know, but it's generated by a program, and I just leave it as it is. I just have to double check and make sure that I can.
So we're at the inn at the moment. There's the bartender is there, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to walk over him and just ask straight up, where can I find out more information about the orcs that we hear about in the West? Who in this town would know?
He looks at you. Orcs in the West? Not heard about that one. No merchants are coming in from the West these days.
Well, that's probably why.
Well, yeah, perhaps. I guess you could, I suppose, talk to the local wizard.
He has the tower down in the south, right, of the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Godrun.
Sorry, Godrun.
Godrun.
Okay.
Maybe Godrun knows something about the orcs. He comes and goes and has strange fellows and women visit him. Otherwise,
I'm sorry. He has women visiting him.
Occasionally, yeah.
What kind of women?
I don't know. I don't pry into the affairs of wizards.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to the party and just say, I need to go and speak to this wizard. I don't trust these orcs. I want to know more. Anybody coming?
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea to leave the inn, get a bit of fresh air.
Well, do you know, I think, chaps, that this is a beautiful thing to do, but while we're here, shouldn't we actually go and talk to Talvik and find out what job he has? I know the wizard's important, but if we can go talk to Talvik first, isn't the wizard's house at on the way? Or after the way?
You'll go past Talvik to get to the wizard's tower.
L'Oreal would kind of heft her purse and say, I could use a few more coins if we are to travel in this land.
Do you know, I concur, but I'm more interested to know what these heirlooms are.
Sorry, what the what's are?
Heirlooms. We're looking. This is noticed on the board over there. Just over there. Look over there. And they say that we are looking, or this Talvik chappie wants us to find his family heritage, which is heirlooms, isn't it? It's knowledge. It could be anything. It could be something shiny. It could be something important. So, if we're on the way to the wizard's tower, and Telvig's house is on that way. What harm would we just to pop in and say hello?
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. I don't have.
It's over there, right? Where is it? Can't remember. Somewhere around here. All right. Just put himself over there.
You're heading down to Tolvik.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Tolvik's place is again much like sort of like most of the buildings here. It's a rough split log cabin, maybe 4 meters by 5 meters maximum. Maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, but nothing much big. Not much bigger than that. A couple of windows, a door, small chimney, sort of at one end, with a little bit of smoke drifting out of it. Ragged cloth over the windows. Shutters are open to let in some air. You can hear a humming coming from inside. Somebody going about their day-to-day business.
Does it sound happy humming or?
Sounds happy humming.
All right. So I'm going to take my my burn stick out. I'm just going to bang on the door 3 times with it hard, and then step back.
You bang on the door. Yes, I'm coming. You hear a pan or something metal kind of drop on a solid surface, and then a couple of seconds later, kind of the door open, and you see an oldish gentleman, maybe in his early 50s, kind of greying hair receding, a straggly chin, kind of beard, made up of a few hairs, not too many, pale skin, sullen, sort of just kind of like that old kind of beyond his kind of years, or older than his years would suggest kind of look. Yes, what is it? My goodness, there's a few of you.
Just as he feels Kurgan is about to speak, I will thrust out the notice from the notice board into his face and say, "We've come to find your heritage."
No. Oh.
This is you, isn't it?
Oh, yes. This is me. Well, you've come to find it.
Well, you clearly are asking for people to come and find it, so yes, we are here. Look.
Well, I'm not sure I've lost it. I just can't reach it.
Oh. Is it
So-
do you need a stool?
No. I need somebody to explore some ruins for me. I think they might be haunted. I don't like haunted places. I don't like ruins, to be fair. I don't like leaving towns, to be fair, but I found myself here in Seastrand. It's a strange place full of sailors. I'm not so used to this.
So, Tolvik, why is this your heritage and not just some treasure you found?
Well,
What is your link to these ruins you're afraid to go to?
I've been looking into my family lineage, and I believe that my a great grandfather settled in this area about 150 or so years ago, and I believe it's somewhere to the northeast of Seastrand. He had a small holding, a tower, and was buried in a cairn. I think I found where they are. Wait a moment, and he just kind of turns around and shuffles inside, and you hear him. A few things get tossed around, and no, is it? No, is this? No, this is it. And he comes back with a sort of a map on it, and he smiles. Yeah, and he thrusts a map into.
How do we know this is yours? How do you know this is your heritage?
Well, I don't know it's my heritage, and that's why I need some able-bodied people to go and search it, and bring me back what you find, and tell me what you find, and map the place out, and see if you can find out who's buried in this cairn, if there's a name, and look for anything that might be an heirloom. Bring it back. I don't want you to open the tomb or desecrate it or any of those kind of. No, I don't want you to do those. And we'll just look at whether the things are mine or not, or my family's.
And what's to stop us from taking the map from you now and going and getting it?
Nothing.
Do you have a crest? A family crest?
Aha! You're a clever one. I do. Wait a moment. And he goes off, and you hear him kind of rustle around again. And no, that's not it. And no.
I want to roll for insight check.
Yeah, roll for insight.
I think this person is actually Mad Melly.
Okay. Give me an insight check.
Where is my insight?
Under your abilities.
Attributes. You could click on. Oh, yeah.
You don't know. It's hard to read to you. You're not sure if he's telling the truth, whether he's crazy, or whether.
Tar.
He comes back and he has a scrap of paper with an emblem of a prancing Pegasus.
Prancing Pegasus.
This is the old family heirloom on my mother's side, and this is, I think, who lays at rest in this cairn. But about a third of a mile to the south of that cairn is a ruined tower, and I think that also belonged to my great grandfather. And so I'd like you to explore that and the ruins, and for that I can give you I can offer you it's not much. I can offer you 50 gold pieces.
Is that each, or is that altogether?
Oh, I'm sorry. I wish it could be each. It would be together. But anything that you find that is definitely not an heirloom, I'll let you keep.
Could you tell us more about your grandfather?
Well, I think he was a noble knight that rode in. You always ask questions I forget to answer.
That's the point of players. We're here to
point
trip you up.
Said,
Yeah.
do all your NPCs sound like Mad Millie?
No.
He's a man of four voices. Leave him alone.
It's alright, I've only got one, so.
No, they don't all sound like Mad Melly. You just haven't met very many. You've just talked to the older people so far that are a little bit crazy.
We haven't even met the wizard yet.
Where are we? We're
That's
in
on another level.
433. 433.
433.
4313.
Yeah, we're 4313 now.
No, we're 4433. Is the year.
Oh, okay. Sorry, not the square. A hex, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the year. I'm just trying to figure out if there was.
Hang on, I'm not in the same room as you guys. I'm still at the inn.
It's all right.
I've assumed that you've all gone together. About 150 years ago, so Modron rebuilt. So around about the time of Modron. So yeah, he basically explains to you that, you know, he thinks that his great grandfather was part of a traveling adventurers group that left Modron after it had been rebuilt in the year 4283 and travelled eastwards and then gradually east to travelled eastwards and ended up across the Gasconfold Plain and found themselves in and around Seastrand, where his great grandfather, he believes, retired and built a small sort of castle, sort of keep for himself and was laid to rest when he died by his children.
Is this north? Is this north of Sea Strand or south? Did you say?
He said it is northeast of Sea Strand.
Northeast. Okay.
Oh, isn't that into the sea?
That's into the sea.
Northwest.
No.
West.
The
That's
other
the point
east.
of interest, then, right?
It's
That's
the
that
other
point.
east. Yeah, the other east.
It's got to be that, I'd assume. Okay. All right.
No, actually, it's more over here.
Okay.
When you look at the map, that seems to be where it's taking.
Hmm.
Do you have a list of items that you suspect might be?
He shrugs. He says, "I have no idea. I don't know. I've traced him to here, and I think of all the places that I've seen described in my family journals, this place is the most likely to be where it is."
But
50 gold coins and any junk we can carry. That's not very much.
No, but Torvik, you must have an idea what your heirloom is. What is an heirloom after all? Is it a hairbrush? Is it a comb? Is it a big statue? What is your heirloom? Has nobody told you? Has your mother's mother not passed it down through your generation? This is your rightful inheritance, Tolvig. Go find it. What is it?
If your grandfather was a noble knight, then he would have a crest on his shield. Is the crest the same?
I think so.
Okay.
It's the prancing Pegasus.
I think my family stories talk about a sword that my great grandfather carried that had the word let's have a no. Just bear with me a second. I'm looking for something cool. Should have named it way before.
Kill all humans, written along the side.
That's all right.
No, he says, he says that it's that doesn't work. That's big. He says that down the side is etched in Elvish the word Pegasus.
That certainly gives us something to look for. What if he's buried with his sword?
Then
we dig him up.
No. You don't desecrate the tomb. If it's my great grandfather's tomb, I would assume that he has his name emblazoned on the outer side. Take a rubbing of that and bring that to me if the sword is not there.
Rubbing, you say? I'm not sure I've got anything that I can mark that on with.
I can give you some parchment and some charcoal. Don't worry about that, young man.
But and then you're saying, Tolvik, that anything else is ours to keep? The sword is yours and the rest is ours.
Well, if you find a ring with my family crest on, then I would definitely
for
like
sure,
that.
for sure.
But anything else that doesn't appear to be related to my family, you can do with as you please.
Hey.
How far does it roughly look on a map? Is it like roughly 5 miles or
3 miles?
3 miles.
Yeah,
Well,
it's into hex 4213.
Let's sort of turn quietly and sort of speak quietly to the rest of the group. It isn't very far. 50 gold coins will see us at least a few nights in comfort and perhaps for some provisions.
Yeah, so to get the lay of the land and start to explore around Sea Strand.
Well, yeah.
But we can see what the wizard has got to say first before we head off?
You may even know more
Exactly.
about the ruins.
Can I ask Tolvik if we are the first party that's come to you offering help for this particular quest?
Yes, you are. I posted it about a week ago, hoping that some of these sailor people would want to take up the job, but they seem intent on doing whatever sailors do.
Right, so there's been no other interest. Okay.
Oh, you're the first group of able-bodied people to pass through Sea Strand in several months, from what I can tell. I mean, I myself have only been here for 3 months.
And I take it that if any other parties come to inquire, you'll say that it's been taken care of?
Well, you've brought the notice.
You've only been here for 3 months, and you've already found that your ancestor is buried nearby and that he used to own a tower.
I've researched my family's journals.
I think that's why he came here.
I need confirmation that it is my family's tower and cairn. I haven't visited it myself. I'm not that kind of person. Hence the request for able-bodied people.
Can I do an insight on that, just if he's telling the
Yeah.
truth or not?
Yeah, of course you can. He's telling the truth.
Okay.
God, I thought I was a couch potato. 3 miles away, it's a short walk.
All right.
Dangerous lands.
For some
Dangerous,
of the
dangerous ones, yes.
some of the villagers in here will probably have not travelled that far.
Oh, this isn't far though.
So he says, if you can search the tower and search the cairn and
It was north, wasn't it? About
Yeah.
a third of a mile, you said?
3 miles, and the
Oh, 3.
tower, the tower is marked the tower on the map. The tower is a little bit south, appears to be approximately 2.5 miles, sort of east of west of Sea Strand, and then the cairn is maybe a quarter of a mile north from where that tower is.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, it was in 41 feet, right?
Yeah, 42-1.
4, 3, got it.
Okay.
Perhaps we should go and speak to the local wizard and see if he knows anything of the area. And
Yeah,
Kurgan, you may get your questions answered as well.
I suspect I'll get more questions.
we got the tower as well.
You mean 4113?
41-13. No, 42-13, Dark. Sorry.
There. Wink.
Pretty much where you're pinging.
All right. Let's go and talk to this wizard then.
Okay.
Lead the way, Kurgan.
You head down to the wizard's tower. It's a plain building, sort of a standard, this time rough cut stone building, maybe 20 feet by 15 feet, with a tower sort of haphazardly built on the side of it. The tower itself rises maybe 3 stories, just the top of the tower, clearing the woodland that it sort of sits inside. There are a number of animals kind of moving freely around the outside of the house. Geese, a couple of pigs, and sort of a horse kind of tied up to a fence, lazily chomping away at some hay, grass.
L'Oreal can't resist it. She goes over and sees if the horse is friendly.
The horse kind of just looks at you and goes about chewing.
I'm just going to pass his nose and
I think I know who lives here.
help feed him.
So I'll just say to L'Oreala, why not go and talk to them bacon? They're pigs.
kind of looks at you a little bit confused and says, "Because I like horses."
Yeah, but bacon.
Well, I'll leave you to the bacon, and I'll take care of the horse. She smiles.
The
You eat
main door,
horse?
the main door opens, and a man, maybe in his mid-30s, wearing a sort of a whitish linen shirt, black woolen trousers, boots kind of halfway up his calf, kind of comes out. You notice a couple of rings, one on each hand, earring, very tight, sort of Ming the Merciless kind of goatee. Good day, strangers. How may I help you?
So you've been seeing ladies down here?
Yes, not unusual.
Hmm.
I'm a man of needs, as well as a man of information.
Ah, information. That's what I'm here for. I was talking to... Crap, I can't remember who it was now. She told us about the orcs.
Andrea Cross. Oh no, that was Aiden Hyde.
Okay. I can't even remember who that is. I didn't write it down.
That was the druid.
Druid.
Right,
The druid that looks like Radagast the Brown in Lord of
right. And I've already forgotten his name. Jesus, I need to write this down.
Aiden Hyde.
Aiden, sorry, man.
That's
All right.
all right.
So we were talking to the druid, Aiden. He said there's orcs in the west. What do you know about that?
Well, if Aiden says there's orcs in the west, then there's orcs in the west.
I thought wizards knew stuff about what's going on in the world.
I know stuff about what's going on here. I don't know stuff that's going on in the west. The west is a big place, my friend.
Yeah, but orcs.
Orcs have enjoyed their time unchallenged since the Overlord had them put down and stopped them as they travelled eastwards to the ocean about 1,000 years ago. Orcs are a necessary evil, part of the eco.
Hold on.
Do I
How
look
long-
like you?
Say again, Gar?
Do I look evil to you?
No, you look like a very interesting person.
Interesting. Hmm.
There is something about you.
What do you mean? You're the second person that said that to me today.
A power. A wild power. Uncontrolled. Fascinating.
What can you tell me about that?
There are those of us who gain our power through the study of how the magic eddies around and interacts with everything around us. And there are those who simply conjure forth things from the air. I think you're one of the latter, though you have a wild edge about it. Not yet learned how to keep it controlled.
Well, that much we know already.
Perhaps as my apprentice, I could teach you how to control it.
Ah. No, I don't think I need your help.
I didn't think you would, but I thought I'd offer. So, orcs to the west. Perhaps I can put out some words and see if I can find anything, but I know nothing about orcs to the west at the moment.
Ask if you can. If you can't, you won't. And then Kurgan just takes a step back to leave somebody else take the take the
Do you
lead.
know anything about the tower that's northeast of Sea Strand?
Well, the area around Seastround is resplendent. Is resplendent? Is that the right word? No, don't think so. Has many ruins and many towers. Do you know which one in particular?
We have this map here, and I'll point out the location on the map. It's roughly 2.5, 3 miles to the east.
Ah, yeah. This. Tolvie, I believe, is looking for people to go and find whether this particular tower is his family's. I myself have not had time to investigate, so I don't know whether it is or it isn't. But I'm sure people like yourselves would be able to find out.
Have you heard any stories about it in your time here?
I've not heard anything. It's part of the woodland that the villagers here tend to stay away from.
Why?
Why?
Why are there so many ruins around here?
This goes back to the ancient times. Parts of this area were well settled by our ancient forefathers.
And ancient, you mean thousands of years, or just maybe 150 years?
Thousands of years.
But this, according to Telvig, this castle here, or this tower here, was only there 150 years ago.
Yes, yeah, very possible. Just like Seastrand as it is today has only been here for the last 30 years. Places grow, and then they fall out of disuse, and then they...
I have a question for the wizard.
Yeah, sure.
How did the Overlord, when the Overlord just controls this village, how did he put down the orcs from just this village? He can't have had many men to do that.
The Overlord doesn't run just this village, he runs this whole territory.
Oh, right. Well, even the keep that's over, what do you call it? Gasfold Plain.
Yes. The Lord of Gasgulf Keep pays tribute to the Overlord.
The Overlord lives here in this village.
The Overlord lives in the Invincible City. Lives in the city.
Sorry, I got that wrong.
No, it's fine, don't worry.
So, my wizarding friend, what wares do you have to sell? If you have any wares to sell, do you sell anything?
I don't at the moment. I'm afraid I have nothing I can offer you. Though perhaps there's something you could do for me.
Well, pray tell, we're all ears.
I need somebody to escort a wagon to Noltec.
To Noltec?
4117 on the map.
4117, yes, Noltec, there we go.
I see, down there.
And when would this... Sorry.
What's the wagon got in it?
The wagon has a small chest of things that don't concern you that I need to have delivered to an old friend of mine.
And when would this need to be delivered?
Well, he's expecting it in the next 2 to 3 days. I'm waiting for a few more things to arrive, which should hopefully come in on the afternoon tide today. And then I'll have a chest of items ready and on a hand cart, and it can then be sent off.
Who's the person that is receiving this chest? Who's the delivery person?
I don't know.
Is there another wizard?
Yes. Yes. It is my Still looking at it. Still looking at my note. Surely, Jesus Christ, I don't understand that. Bear with me.
Breaking up.
Yes. I needed to go to an old friend of mine called Tauster. He is the local wizard in Noltec.
Local wizard. Okay.
Tauster.
Right. Okay. And what would you be offering in recompense for escorting this wagon?
Aha, true
Not.
adventurers. Mercenary at that. Not too much, I'm afraid. I don't make a lot of money here. A lot of what I offer the people here, I do so out of necessity rather than out of coin. I think I could rustle together 175 gold pieces total.
Okay.
How dangerous is the route?
Well, if you're asking if there is a prescribed path or road to Noltec, then no. So it could be dangerous.
Is that swamp?
That's
Marsh.
That's hills.
Oh, sorry.
Borealis steps up and says, "We are fairly new to these lands, and with it being a few days' travel, would you be able to perhaps provide some supplies or perhaps additional payment?"
I can arrange for some supplies for you. Noltec's not too far. I think about 25-ish miles on foot if you avoid the hills.
Sorry, can I just interject and say that my character's got the Outlander background with a feature of Wanderer, and as part of that, I can find berries and small game and water, so I can provide food for up to 5 people in addition to myself.
But he doesn't know that.
Any more than 5.
I just thought I'd mention that.
One second, everybody.
Did you just say stealing a car?
Yeah, I think so.
Don't worry about
it. What did you say your outlier background is?
Yeah, it's Wanderer. So you have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself up to 5 other people each day, provided that the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth.
So the other two that don't come into that we can eat.
I've got the Outlander backstory as well.
But right, okay. Well, there's 2 of us then that can help in
10 people. So the question is, do we do the heirloom and wait and then come back here and then wait for the rest of the goods to be delivered to the wizard?
The wizard's I'll say this out loud that Godrun is waiting further items coming in by ship today, so I don't think he would mind. I'll look at the wizard whether we could help Tolvik first.
We've got plenty of time.
Yeah, did you say we're a wanderer?
Yes.
So am I.
Oh my god, you're twins. Only shorter.
Yeah.
We've got a pair of hobos in our midst.
Yeah, that's right.
Cue the music to this hobo.
That's what I was thinking of exactly. To a certain age to know that, I think.
Yeah. There's a road.
I still love that program.
I like the music.
Yeah, I've absolutely got music in my head.
Sorry, just had a family emergency.
No worries, said.
Do you need to go, mate?
No. Just fucking son's turned his phone off and he's refusing to answer. And he should have been home long before now. So it probably means he's drinking in the park, which both me and the wife will be very, very annoyed about.
Let me mute that for a minute.
So, anyway, what did I miss?
so much.
No, I was just
The littlest sober.
yeah.
There's a place.
Just to describe the two hobos in the party that can forage for food and supply them to
Yeah,
the
got Outlander as well.
So we could ask for supplies from Godrin, but I'll point out that if the travel to Noltec is through reasonable countryside, then I should be able to provide food for the party.
We're talking 2 days, aren't we, really?
Yeah.
Day and a half-ish, but yeah, I think you can travel 20 miles on foot if you go at normal pace across the countryside.
I thought that was on either open
roads,
plain or roads, yeah. So like swamp and stuff like that would be pretty tough going with a car.
You're on plains, so you're looking at
It'll be so much faster than like an hour.
2.5 miles per 4-hour walk. So if you travel for 16 hours a day, you're probably doing 10 miles.
Yeah.
On foot.
So
It's going to be 2.5, 3 days then.
I suppose.
Got a river to cross though, or swamp to go through.
It's about 20 miles from where you are in total, 25 miles. So yeah, it's probably 2 days. Realistically, 3 days, 2.5.
So once Godrin's out of earshot, I will say, well, clearly we need to go and find these heirlooms for Tostig. Tolvik. I will get that name right one day. When he's dead.
Toxic.
Toxic. And then we can come back when Godrin has got his extra bits and pieces for his wagon.
Well, if we explored today, as it's still early, we can rest the night at the inn, and we can leave in the following morning if supplies are ready.
Totally agree.
Yeah, sounds good.
We should have a go and take a look for Kelgar. Perhaps he's back at the inn. I wouldn't like to be heading out into the wilderness without our full team of companions.
Exactly. We need to find Kelgar. Make sure it's okay.
But he sings. And sings. And sings.
But some things he sings are quite wondrous, and some things he sings are quite. Yes, okay, he sings.
I might not have enjoyed all of his music, but it's always in tune.
Yeah, exactly.
So the wizard is still standing outside the tower.
Yeah. He. So that's what he'll offer you: 175 gold to basically get this wagon or chest to his friend Tauster in Nolt.
We've basically agreed, just with a slight delay while we help Tolvik. I take it.
I didn't think it was a delay really, because he's waiting for a shipment this evening. So if we
he's expecting a shipment in by this evening.
All right. So as we head away, I'm just going to turn around back and look at the wizard and say, I had a dream. I saw a hooded man with burning red eyes. He said I took something from him. Do you know who that could be?
He looks at you quizzically for a moment, shakes his head. It could be many people. It could be no one. I'm afraid I don't know.
Questions. More questions. And I just head off.
Arriving back at the inn, Rage is there. Kelgar.
How do I do that thing where I move from line to line?
Click to both the little 4-part square and your profile, and the top left and the top right, and then move yourself up.
And I think if you use, is it control?
So it's just right click for me to waypoint. So
Right click for it.
If I control it, just gives me a line of thing.
Left click your token and hold your left finger down, and then right click to add a waypoint.
Thank you.
There you go.
There you go.
You're still out at the end.
I love the fact that that's what you're doing. Keep doing that.
All right, so I'm going to go straight back and go to the bar and walk up to the bar and look at the dude who I've forgotten his name because I fucking deleted my notes because I'm an ass, and just say ale.
And he is called
Gillinden Fisherbrash, no?
I
Fish break.
thought the bartender was Naomi Wynn.
Wynn. Yeah, it's a lady, Naomi Wynn.
There you go.
Yeah, I thought it was a woman. I remember it was a woman.
Naomi Wynn. There's a lot of women that seem to run things here, but that's not unusual because it's a seafaring town, and a lot of the men go out
On the boat.
Sailing, wading, fighting.
That's Texas.
It's very much. This is very much flavoured after a. Sea Strand is very much a Viking, Norse type of village. So the women do a lot of the stuff locally, while the men are out, like you say, hunting and pillaging. Well, not necessarily hunting and pillaging because they don't do that because they work for the pay field to the overlord, but they typically patrol the coasts in the name of the overlord. Okay. It is just after 10 a.m. in the morning. Do you wish to take a long rest before you head westwards?
Yep. Well,
You have been up since probably this kind of time 24 hours ago. So you've probably been awake now for the best part of 24 hours.
And I assume you're going to use exhaustion, right? Just as a general mechanic. Yeah, I want to sleep. I want to have an ale, and then I want to sleep.
Right. So why don't we take a quick 5-minute bio break? I'll go have a chat with the wife, and then I'll fast forward the game 8 hours while you take a
long rest.
I'll take you to 6 p.m. in the afternoon. You have had a long rest on the 14th.
And let me just transfer this across.
And then you can update your characters. You can do a long rest for everybody. Yeah, you can tick it's a new day. That's fine.
Awesome. If you're long rest, you get more back anyway.
Right. There you go, Dart. You are up to date now. You have your 1 hit. Okay.
Thank you.
It's like the equivalent of second and third breakfast, except it's second and third long rest.
The map that you have is kind of hand drawn. It's moderately accurate, certainly for the first mile or so. As it gets beyond the first mile, you kind of start running out of normal sort of human tracks and end up in trying to wend your way through thickets of bushes, copses of trees, small woods, following game tracks, etc., as best you can. Who's leading the path?
I think I would like to be leading.
Okay. Give me a survival roll.
Okay, it's gonna go. Where's survival? Go. No. Well, that's not right. Because I have got.
Not a bad roll, though. Oh, yeah, rolling as the party for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've got.
it's because we're on the party. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I get +4 on survival. That's
Okay,
why I
so
thought.
90. Okay.
Well.
Yeah, you can using the map that you have. You're able to travel. You're able to follow a number of game tracks, roughly in the west to northwest direction that it seems to be indicated that you have where the tower is close. And after about sort of maybe an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer, hour and 45 minutes, you come across a more beaten path, slightly wider. Seems to have been kind of hacked and hewn through the scrub and the bushes. And glancing sort of ahead of you, you can see what appears to be a tower.
Any tracks on the ground or any signs of any recent activity?
Give me a perception check.
Could I?
No, fuck all.
I was going to say, could I try that as well?
Say again, Jack.
Can I try that as well?
Yeah, you can.
Perception check. Oops. No, it's not. Clicking on perception. Hang on. Is it because it's loading? Is that why?
Yeah, it's taking those of you who are on slow internet.
Yeah, I've got very slow internet. So.
I'm on super fast, but mine's still a lovely pinky, purpley screen.
Looks
We've got
good.
music.
You've got what, sorry?
Music.
I haven't. Oh, maybe I've got it turned off.
All right, here we go. There we go.
Okay, so let me roll my. Where is it? Perception. Okay.
I feel like tokens like covered in fog.
What tower?
It's nighttime, Ember.
I have no idea why it's covered in fog.
It's 8 o'clock at night, so and it's raining.
Oh, right.
That's not at all ominous.
No.
Okay, glancing around, you see no signs of tracks, neither does Jet. You just see a tower in front of you with a closed door.
Stealthing.
Okay, give me a stealth roll, please.
+7.
Would it be a good call to go around the tower and before we venture inside?
I totally concur. We should scout out the area first before we go in. I mean, I can see some rubble over here to our east.
Where can you see? What can you see where?
I can see over here just some bit of rubble.
Damn it, you shouldn't be able to see that.
Oh, sorry. It's through the trees.
Yeah, no. Hold on.
I think with the walling tool may not be quite right.
Yeah, that's because I'm at the back of the group, isn't it? I can see straight past the trees.
Mm.
Ignore what I just said.
I can see that as well, still, so like something's.
I can see through holes. It's like it's got
Yeah,
windows
likewise.
coming wherever it is.
It's fine. Let's ignore it. It's not there.
And it's not there. So we can see the castle in front of us and the trees, but sorry, the tower in front of us and the trees.
Yeah, just the tower in front of you in the trees, yes.
Okay.
But yes, Jet, we should. I agree. We should scout out the area first before we go through in. I've never liked having somebody come behind me.
There you go. You can't see it now, can you?
There you go,
It's
that's
not-
right.
Yeah.
How tall is this tower?
Appears to be. There appears to be 3 floors,
Yeah, it
and
was just poking above the trees, right? You said.
yeah, it's just poking above the trees. The 3rd floor does seem to have collapsed. So where you could see that rubble, and you see this rubble here and here, it appears to have kind of fallen from that 3rd floor or higher.
Hmm.
Are the windows in the first and second?
On the 2nd floor, there is a window facing you directly facing you, and there are that's the only one you can see. There are no windows other than the door facing you where you are.
Right.
So what do we do? Do we go up and knock?
I think anyone will believe.
Can I look around and see if there's, because it looks like on the map it looks like there's a few tracks here. Can I have a look at them and see what they look like?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Oh damn!
Oh, so close.
So close. Yeah.
They look like small humanoid prints, but you don't know what of.
I'll mention to Jet. What do you recognize any of these small tracks? They just look like a whole mass of footprints to me.
Can I?
I'm good at investigation, but not perception.
Could I use my survival knowledge of the wilds to see if I can identify these tracks that are being pointed out to me?
Give me a survival roll, then, please.
Okay, survival.
You could definitely investigate as well, Ember, but you'll need to be on the road. It's on the track itself, and you'll break your stealth. So it's your choice.
Move forward to there, to where the tracks are.
Okay.
So 10.
Small humanoid. Mixed in with some animal prints, as far as you can tell.
Okay. So there's a
Perhaps.
humanoid and animal.
My survival's not very good. My investigation's better because I've got high intelligence.
What I would suggest is perhaps maybe if we move from the left and circumvent, go around this tower, and then come back to the entrance.
Because there may be another entrance.
Dog over here.
Did you say there's small humanoids?
Yes.
Yes.
It seems that this tower may be inhabited after all this time, which would make sense in this kind of environment.
I'm going to poke Rage in the back and just say, come on, wake up. You lead the way. Because he's not around then.
Yeah.
Very straightforward.
Yeah, he doesn't really dies.
I'm on you.
Bushes or a tree?
So are we going to move up stealthily?
Well, yeah, I was just thinking that. I'd like
I just
to
want
actually,
to. Sorry, go ahead, man.
no, I was just going to say I'd like to actually stealth into the trees at the side and sneak
Yeah.
through.
Give me stealth rolls.
Okay, stealth.
17.
Yeah.
Kurgan, you trip over a sort of a tangle of roots and send yourself kind of spiraling across the dirt, giving out a bit of an oof as you do so.
Kurgan, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Got to watch out for those little branches on the floor. They're a doozy.
Gonna find myself somewhere that's a little bit covered from the tower and just park myself on this log.
Pause for 1 second.
Okay.
Can Ember Jet give me perception checks?
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh.
Jet.
Just rolled off.
For a
Yeah.
brief moment, you hear voices coming from the tower, sort of guttural laughter.
Right. I don't know if I can turn to the party and signal them. And give a signal as in point at the tower and then point at my ears.
Who's moving rage, by the way?
Me.
Oh,
I'll noticing the jet's gesticulation. I'm gonna take a bit of a focused look towards the tower, maybe in through the window that you mentioned on the second floor as well.
Zed, can I move up to the corner of the tower that's kind of above me and look along that wall, see if I can see
Yeah,
any
sure.
features like windows or whatever?
Okay.
So I don't want to go too far away, but I want to move up to about there and just see if there's any features or
Yeah, so
is there any way to look in?
what you can see about here, there appears to be a window.
Okay, can I see? What could possibly go wrong? Can I move up as quietly as possible and just try and peek around?
Give me another stealth check, please.
Balls.
can I be doing that?
Yeah, stealth check, please.
What, me? Stealth check?
Yeah.
It's nearly a 20.
Mm.
Nice.
Nice. Ember, yeah, you can make your way up there quietly. Yeah, same with you,
No,
Kurgan.
make myself where? Up where?
You can bring yourself to here.
Okay, can I actually?
I can't see anything now because
Because you don't have a light source.
Yeah, because there is no light. There is no light there because the sun is not illuminating that part of the tower. So you've gone into the shadows of the forest there.
I can't even see the rest of the group now.
No.
I can still see L'Oreala.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
Can I?
Right. I think that's everybody's token back how they should.
So I need. Okay,
Can you guys see me?
So, Kurgan, when you look through the window, can you see the occupants inside?
I can, yes.
How high is the window?
It's normal human height.
Okay.
So I want to make my way back down towards the group and try and indicate that I've seen occupants and how many and roughly where they are. That's a good roll. I like that.
Oh, that's even
That
better.
works. That's good. Carry on with those kind of rolls.
Yeah.
That's how it feels.
And what you see, Kurgan, as you look inside, is a pair of goblins talking to each
Can I?
Can I hear them?
other. Give me another perception check, please, Ember.
What language are they speaking? Can I
Goblin.
understand?
Goblin.
Okay.
You can't hear them now.
All right, I'll get closer then.
Are you making any indication to me that you spotted these things, Guy?
Say again, sorry.
Are you making any indication to me that you spotted anything in there?
I'd like to, but it feels that you're too far away for me to do that.
Yeah,
I was asking.
probably.
I mean, you're 40 foot away. I wanted to come back.
Bushes, yeah, you're right.
I basically want to come back to the group and just indicate how many I've seen and roughly where they are.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean, how can I move down? Oh,
I was wondering why you were saying that and not moving down, because
I'm an arse.
you were measuring.
Yeah. All right, so I basically come down to the group. So I saw I could see 5 goblins.
Ember, give me another stealth check, please.
Who, me?
No, Ember.
Oh, Ember.
5, you say? That's. I know goblins aren't too dangerous on their own, but 5 of them.
And 1 larger creature.
I can't see anything.
Have you got dark vision?
No.
Oh, well, that's why you can't see anything.
I can see one thing now. It just moved.
Is that Kurgan?
No, it's a red goblin.
I've rejoined the group. Oh, shit. Oh, it's a hobgoblin. There you go. So I saw him when I was looking through the window, so I just try and gather the group around me.
As it steps to here, it kind of glances over at the window, and it just catches the sight of Ember as her head drops below the level of the windowsill. In Goblin, you hear it yelling something.
I know what it's yelling because I can speak goblin.
And let us roll for
Initiative.
initiative.
Oh, that's a stellar roll.
Click on there. Click on there.
Oh.
And then click on there.
Keep knocking those dice over.
Oh wait, who's got the same dice as me?
No, you do, because you rolled a 1.
Oh right.
As he gets to automatically reroll crit.
Yeah, lucky halfling.
Oh, yeah, luck of the... No, what's it called?
It's called lucky.
Like the small or something, isn't it? No.
Yeah.
Did I roll a 1 and then a 20?
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
You rolled a 1 and 18.
Doesn't sound like a great feature, but it comes up a lot.
Oh, God, yeah.
Ember, you are up first on the basis that you have the fast dexterity.
We're going to click on the fist if you want.
Oh, right. Okay. So it's my turn first.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, it started raining.
All I can see is one hobgoblin. I think he's a hobgoblin. A hobgoblin's red.
Yep.
Okay. Am I? I can also see another window over the other side.
You can.
Here. Here. I heard what he said. How small is this window, by the way? Is the window big enough for me to fit in? Is it
Yes, they
far?
are. Yeah. No, they're definitely big enough for you to fit in.
Well, I'm not going in there because that'd be a bit stupid.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm sure. But goblins are the same size as me, so they'll be able to fit through the window as well. So they might be able to come out. Okay, can I shoot at this goblin here? Because I can see him.
Which goblin? Sorry.
That one, because I can only see that
The
one.
hobgoblin. Yes, you can shoot at the hobgoblin if you can see him.
Okay, do I have? I'm not stealth because he saw me, didn't he?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. I have a question. If I shoot him, can I still move back and warn the others because they don't know what's going on?
Yes, you can. Yeah. You
I
can
think we know
stop.
something's going on because that guy shouted something.
Yeah, we're going to hear it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll shoot him then. Oh wait, I can now see the other stuff as well.
Yeah. For some reason, I've broken my vision, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I've got really weird shapes. Like here is like a spine of darkness going towards there. It's like an arrow.
Maybe that's
Weird.
light from inside that you can see.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, well I'm going to shoot the hobgoblin because I can see 4 goblins now, but 1 hobgoblin.
Good.
Yeah, and that's the message that I was trying to give to the party as well, that there were 4 goblins and the larger hob.
Mm.
How do I select the hobgoblin?
Double right click.
Oh right, got it. Thank you. Do I have an advantage or not?
No.
No, they saw you.
Ooh.
Oh, you don't need advantage.
That's 20. Roll your damage. Critical.
Oh, I didn't roll critical.
Silly boy.
Wait, what?
Silly boy.
You didn't tell me to until after I rolled.
You
Well, you
rolled
got
that
20.
It's green. Just roll a critical.
Is that what it means? Right.
Yes.
Do I have to roll the critical again?
You need to roll a d6.
Just roll a d6. Actually, no, don't bother rolling a d6 because I maximise one of the dice, so it's fine. So I will add another. I'll give him another 6 points of damage. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
you target the hob.
Mm-hmm.
I head back to the rest of the party and tell Warner that there's goblins and they were here and they're coming outside. I can only move that far. Hey guys, the goblins.
We know.
Oh,
We heard.
okay. And they're coming out the front because they said get outside.
All right. Just reset. Okay, are you done, Ember?
Yeah. Oh, it won't let me.
I've done it.
Oh, you did it. Okay.
Goblin gets to here, sees Rage. Oh no, I've just hidden Rage. And
Awesome.
targets him and will probably shoot him with a short bow. Four points of damage.
Have you guys got music up at the moment?
No.
No, okay.
Yeah, I did turn it up, but I don't hear anything.
Yeah. No worries, just wondering.
Have you got music? If
No.
you have, I'm jealous. Oh, we have music!
Do we? I don't
Do you know? I've just got some now. So.
You might need to turn up the slider on the music tab.
No. I can see now playing. That's weird. No,
That's too loud now.
Weird. Music's not working like it should be, but there you go. Okay, yeah, so he targets and then he kind of grins as the arrow slams into Rage. There.
That's weird. Google Chrome's turned all the way down.
Yeah.
Ooh. Big bugger.
Okay. He can't attack because he's double move. Oh wait, does he have any special abilities? That's good, isn't it? Ooh. Nice. Better make a note of that thing. Okay. Go. For some reason I have no visions.
Of the tokens and monsters not got a vision set up or something.
I don't know, they should have. That's what I'm wondering actually. Good cry. Good. But you are correct. They don't have.
The only reason I know this is because 2 days ago I was messing around setting up some monsters and I had exactly the same issue.
None of
I
them.
keep getting an error message.
What's the error message you're getting?
Dart is unable to update tokens, something, lots of squiggly.
Ignore it.
A few times as well.
Ignore it. It's still working, so.
Something might have updated and that's caused a problem. Right, he's going to come to here. The door is open. He's going to target the big bad guy 25 feet away, and he's going to try to hit him. They released. And down goes Rage again. They
God.
released. What did they release? They released 8.6 stable last week, but I've not updated it because my testing on my other version wasn't so good with some of the modules we're using, so I'm just waiting to see what happens with those. I don't think Rage is in the combat tracker, is he? No. Used to. And there's where he is. Yeah.
Just as a quick note, Zed, I think you've got hit point radial on in the combat tracker, so I can actually see how much proportionally Rage is down.
Yeah, that's fine. Can you
Okay.
see the monster?
Can't, can't see the monsters now.
That's
Yeah, I
fine.
think we said we'd have that, so we'd know physically when to heal them.
That's great for me because, yeah, and you probably as well, Maddie, because
Right.
handy to know.
Rage is going to target the hobgoblin. and will attack him with a great sword.
I think it makes sense. I mean, you'd see
You'd see exactly.
people, right?
Well,
Yeah.
that was the whole argument. Was we'd see how wounded people were.
Oof, good shot.
Okay.
Oh wow!
So Rage basically it gets hit by a couple of arrows, and as the hobgoblin closes in, he basically just brings his great sword across and takes the hobgoblin almost in half. At that point, he steps up to here.
God already bloody.
Medi, you're up.
Right. As a free action, this is a free action. I think I'm going to heal. I'll send the heal across to Rage, and I just need to find it first.
Bonus action, isn't it? Your
Bonus
healing
action.
light
Yes.
thing?
Sorry, my healing. Yes. And I will send. I'll send 2 to him.
Okay.
I need to attack. So there we go.
What are you giving him? 2 hit points.
It's no. Here we go. It should be 2d6, hopefully. No.
Okay.
So 9 points heal back.
You just killed him.
No! He's not an evil character, is he?
Undo. No. So you're giving him 12 back, have you?
No, 9.
9.
No.
Why is that done with +3? That's weird, isn't it?
D6 3 plus 3. What?
Anyway, it's taking him back to full. So
Brilliant.
you
Uh,
gesture.
I gesture
Yeah.
with my arm and I go, Maximilius, live! In a random panicking shout.
A
from my
glow
teeth.
of energy from your god kind of cascades around Rage for a second, and you see some of the knots and the damages of the dings done to his wooden body just kind of close up and heal. Anything else, Medi?
Yes, for my next trick, I would like to Eldritch Blast this little chappy here.
Ooh.
I may have
Where
a
does-
range.
Where does healing light come from?
It's my celestial trait.
Ah, got it. Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
It's not an action.
It's not. It's a bonus.
action.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
It's,
Puts me to shame.
it's great when you're high level and you can go, you have 5d6, you have 5d6. Right. Yes, Eldritch Blast. Oh, God, this is too close. Again, he will go through the motions and he will look at this creature and say, Expelliarmus! No, I've got this written down, so I must dig up my notes. I would just die. Or not. Oh,
As you
Wow.
Looks
cast,
fancy.
love
as
it.
you cast Eldritch Blast, the goblin kind of jumps out the way and snarls at you in goblin.
that will be the end of my turn. I won't be moving, I'm going to stay steadfast.
I love the spell effect.
That is, you're not meant to warn them when you shoot a bolt of Eldritch Blast at them.
Okay. You're up.
Okay.
Dickhead.
I'm gonna. Well, I don't know if this is difficult terrain, but I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll go there and see what I can see.
There's a goblin right next.
Oh, I didn't. Right, okay. Would I have seen the goblin if I was there?
Yes.
Yes, I would have done. Right, I'm gonna shoot the goblin.
Okay.
So let's double click on that one. Go to my kit longbow. And normal attack. Okay. No damage.
Okay. You loose an arrow straight into the goblin's throat. It clutches at the shaft, gurgling, before it falls over and dies.
Right, I'm gonna stay where I am. So I shall enter there.
Kurgan, you're up.
right. Well, I can't see anything at all from where I am. So that's 15 feet. Let's move back to then and see what we can see. Okay. Alright, and then I will target that one, and I will go for a firebolt. So you see Kurgan bring his two hands together, and in between his hands you see a red glow. He extends his right hand and his index finger and shoots out a firebolt.
Oh.
Like it.
Again,
Right, spell effect.
the goblin spots the firebolt as it flies towards him, and he kind of throws himself sideways, snarling as it misses. Anything else from Kurgan?
No, because it takes an action. No, I'm just going to stay. No, I'm going to move back over there.
Okay. Kelgar, you're up.
Hang on, big button. There.
Okay, I'm gonna start off by moving there to get a better view of what's going on inside. Can't make any damn enough movement to get inside to do anything crazy. So I shall unleash a few well-chosen expletives. Assume they'll be well-chosen. Let's find out momentarily. From the goblin direct view of me.
Okay.
Which one is it? It's that one there, isn't it?
Mockery.
Oh, that's kind of self-referencing.
Well, yes, I was going to say that feels a little uncomfortable there.
Okay. The
What exactly are you saying about half orcs?
Oh, this is going to go down.
the goblin kind of smiles as your attempt at mockery doesn't seem to have any effect on him.
There's weak
Anything
himself.
else?
I shall move back in order to allow
L'Oreal.
a shot.
Dude, move behind me.
L'Oreal, there you are.
This goblin in front of us next to Rage, he's been attacked, but I don't think he's been harmed yet, has he?
No.
He's had 3 attacks on him.
Because he's a bit of a resistant fellow.
He's a resistant chap, yes.
Yeah, sort of raising my hands up in front of me, like a series of light lines appear, as if I'm like making a cat's cradle, and in the middle of it a little bell appears, and it flicks from side to side, and then all of a sudden a sonorous blast of energy comes out, as I told the dad. Really badly.
Toll the dead. A bell. Does everybody hear it, or just one person?
A sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around it for a moment, so around the goblin.
Okay. Yep.
Bell strikes out.
No worries. Anything else?
Did it seem even marginally affected by that?
A little bit.
I hit, but I rolled really badly.
Alright.
Okay. No suiting back up.
If not, then just hit your N10.
Yeah.
Ember, top of round 2, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna go head up back to that window.
Okay.
Go here and then stealth.
Okay. That will be your action for the turn.
I know.
Yeah, because you're not level 2 yet. Yeah, got it. Okay. Roll a stealth check then, please.
Advantage or not?
Nope.
When do you get advantage, by the way?
On stealth checks, very rarely. 24. Okay, that's fine. So you are currently stealth.
Yes, I could see through the window.
Yeah. You'll notice the goblin here.
Yeah, that one over there as well. I can see rages too. Okay, this is my turn.
Okay. Target rage. And shoot a short bow. Misses.
By the way, when would I have a disadvantage for stealth then?
It depends.
Okay.
Potentially in bright light, in the middle of nowhere with no cover, you would probably have disadvantage.
Thought I probably wouldn't even be able to do that.
Or if you were drunk.
Yeah, if you were drunk or something was giving you disadvantage on dexterity check.
Hmm.
Fairy fire making you glow. That'd probably do it as well, I guess.
40. 10.
Oh shit! 2 of those appeared on the
15,
thingy
20,
contract on the tracker.
25, 30, 35. 4.
Ah, they
5,
were
10,
upstairs.
15. Okay, Wolf comes bounding down. Gets to here. Double move. This goblin targets Ray. Draws his scimitar, stabs him, hits him, doing 4 points of damage to Ray. Right, rage. Bonus action, rage would like to rage.
Rage.
Okay. He's then going to target the goblin. And he's going to hit the goblin. He misses the goblin. Ooh,
Jesus.
that's good, is it?
Goblin.
Medi, you're up.
Right. Well, I'd like to target this goblin here, and again, I will point with my fingers, and I will say "Celesti in Spiritus," which is Eldritch Blast. And I will find that for you in a second.
Wait a second. He's got half cover.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I've hit the cover. I probably shot my foot off. And again, with disdain, I'm looking at myself, my eyesight, and I'm thinking, it must be down to the lack of light in here, or around here. And yeah. And with that, I'll end my turn.
Okay. Moves to here. And pounces on rage with pack tactics. Pack tactics. So that's going to give him. That's going to give him. Hang on. Rage is knocked prone as the wolf slams into him, biting at him, and knocked him prone. Jet, you're up.
Hey. Well, I can see that there are 2 wolves, but I shall aim for the one that's furthest away. It's an easier shot.
But you will do so with a disadvantage because you are engaged with a wolf in melee.
Okay. I'll still do it. I'll go for it anyway.
Okay.
So when I select my shot, it's going to be okay. I see. Yeah,
Disadvantage.
Well, I'd have missed anyway. Right. I think what I'll do, if you'll allow it, is I will draw a short sword with my right hand, and then end my turn. But I won't move.
Okay. Kurgan, you're up.
I am up. Alright, same again. Gonna bring my hands together. See a red glow between them, extend my right hand and forefinger, and I'm gonna attack the wolf that is next to Jet. Yeah, let's do that. Oh. Oh no!
Close, but not close enough. Oh man, your dice rolling is really bad.
That was just almost a 20.
Oh, they were on half cover as well. Oh yeah, I suppose. Okay, and then
Run away!
Okay. Anything else?
no, I think that's it.
You picked the worst cover because his turn's next.
Oh no, you're up.
Okay. Probably a terrible idea, but hey.
That's what it's all about.
Okay, and I am going to use Thunderclap.
Hmm.
So I have to deselect myself somehow. There we go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Of course, it's entirely dependent on whether they save or not as to whether that is or is not good.
What's the save?
DC 12 con save.
For the wolves, yeah?
Yep.
Wolf's one save. Two fail. Okay.
Wasn't all for naught. Okay, that is me in close proximity, so I can't move out without triggering opportunity attacks. So I think I'm going to have to stay there.
Okay.
End turn.
L'Oreala.
Seeing this wolf be weakened by Kelg's wonderful attack, I'm gonna double down and blast it with a Toll of the Dead. It should be doing a D12, but it's not.
Okay, reroll. The wolf has saved anyway, so it'll be no damage.
Yeah, 0 damage, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Wow, we are gonna lose.
Oh, don't say that.
And there, you're up.
Is he gone?
And Dart,
Dart.
Oh, what? Sorry.
you're up. Top of the round.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm stealth. Right, hang on. Okay.
Shit.
Has anyone rolled above 5 or a 6?
I'm going to target.
Yes,
Is-
you.
I'm going to try and shoot through both these dudes here.
Okay.
shoot one and hopefully hit the other one behind if I get critical, maybe.
Sid, I have a question about light here because it's nighttime, right? And I've got dark vision, but how do I see any representation of what other people can see?
No.
Okay. So I have to make a call if I want to get dancing lights out or something, right?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Right. Oh, good roll.
Excellent.
Best kind of goblin. Is he dead goblin?
Oh, I can't even use my sneak attack, so I already killed it.
Don't matter.
Okay. Goblin drops.
I'll walk back down because I think that's me done.
Okay. I missed a goblin. Wolf. Alright, what's he going to do? The wolf is going to attack. Of course. Oh, no, hang on. Right, 1 to 3, he's going to go for rage. He doesn't. He goes for Calgar, who detonated a thunder wave right on top of him. So he can't do... Yes, he can. Pack tactics will work. So he's going to go for advantage. Snaps out at Kelgar, hitting, critically, doing 7 points of damage. Make a strength saving throw, please, Kel.
Find the right button to press.
Oof, that's not good.
Okay, you are not prone.
Okay.
Goblin in here. Attacks rage while he's down because I'm an evil bastard. Hits him for 3 points of damage. Rage. Gets up from prone. Targets this wolf, I think.
Mm.
And attacks.
Come on, rage.
It brings, it jumps to his feet, brings his greatsword down from an overhead strike, severing the wolf's neck and head from its body.
Beautiful.
He steps in. No, he's going to stay there. Mary.
Right. Seeing Kelga take a most heroic hit, I'm going to move forward to him. I'm going to lay my hands on him. And I'm going to say, Operandi Mundus! And I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
Eldritch Blast again. Oh, okay.
Oh, crap. Yes, it is. So it's Cure Wounds.
Putting Kelg out of his misery. Pow!
Yeah. It's too late. Go.
Shh,
once,
go to the light.
Yeah. Don't stay away from the light. Don't go. Go. What?
Oh, you've healed
Still more than half the damage I took, thank you.
That's weird.
What's that?
Well, especially 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability. Oh, it was 1d8.
Yeah,
That's
you
right. It
rolled
was
a one.
1d8. I rolled a 1. Sorry. Right. With that, I shall hang my head in shame. And my turn.
Zeb, I'm getting a stack ton of error messages, just so you know.
Where from? What from?
Lack permission to update tokens in parent, blah.
Yeah, I am as well. Yeah.
Okay, there's probably a module that's broken.
Right, okay.
So I need to do some updating, I guess.
Jet, you are free.
I was just waiting for Zed to. Do I need to wait for you to do whatever you're doing?
No, you go for it.
Okay, right, I'll step forward.
I'm probably going to have to stop the game at the end of this turn because wife's getting frantic that my 16-year-old's not even showing a remote sign of coming home.
Right, so let's go to inventory, let's go to click on that because all these error messages coming up, so I'll go into here. Actions, short sword. No, that's not what I got.
I'll reboot this server as well.
Yeah, so it's a normal attack.
Yep. 13 hits the wolf. Roll your damage.
Yep, there we go.
Points of damage. Kills the wolf. Beautiful.
Yay!
Nice.
Stabby.
Cool.
Oh, sorry, let me enter.
No. Okay, Kurgan, you're up.
Alright, so seeing the wolf go down, I think that gives Kurgan a little bit more confidence, so he's going to move up. Not too far. And he's going to target the nearest goblin, and we are going to have a fireball. Misses.
By 2, perhaps.
Yeah, somewhere around there, isn't it?
Yeah, by 2.
Yeah, because it was on 12 that rolled up to 10.
Anything else?
Nope, gonna say that. Done.
Kelgar, you're up.
Isn't there an end turn thing?
Yeah, there should be.
Yeah, right at the very bottom of the combat tracker.
Turn up for half my move.
Have you popped it out? If you double left, right click on it, whatever?
No, I hadn't popped it out. Is that what I need? Got you. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I haven't quite got the pace.
And I'm going to use the vicious mockery on this one again, and hopefully bring out a slightly more appropriate insult this time.
You very naughty boy.
Ooh, it makes it save again.
Like that. Okay, she'll move off in order to nurse my wounds a little bit.
That's an awesome D100 chart.
Good,
Good,
isn't
isn't it?
I'd draw my rapier, but I wouldn't want to make you jealous.
Yeah.
End turn, if you finished.
I don't need to move anywhere from here. I will simply... I will target up that one at the back, I believe. And I'm going to try and blast it. Toll the Dead will eventually do something decent, I'm sure. There we go. Sonorous blast as a bell ticks off and the goblin just keels over.
It does just keel over. Okay.
That's the end of the round.
Yeah, end of the round. We'll keep going really quickly. Ember, you're up.
You saw
Yeah, because you should kill the goblin this turn. So if you don't kill the goblin by the end of Rage's turn, we'll call it.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm going to move back up to the window because I can't get in there because you guys are all sitting around the front door.
You can just walk first, you know.
You especially because you're a...
Yeah, give her legs.
I let loose an arrow.
Nice.
Should be it.
Ooh,
Oh, very
there you
nice.
go.
Even nicer.
There we go.
Beautiful. Well done, Dart. Oh, sorry, Ember.
Was that the last one?
Mm.
Well, maybe.
That's all we
So.
can see.
Perhaps upstairs. We don't know.
Oh, but I should have got a is rage down.
Not
No,
yet.
no.
I would have got a
Don't worry.
But anyway, Dart.
I know, but annoying because I got sneak attack and I don't use it because I kill things before I even get a sneak attack.
Oh, was you?
It wasn't me being a rogue if I don't even use it.
As
You
things
will.
go quiet down here, you can hear shuffling and calls upstairs. It sounds like there are more goblins above you, and they're taking their time to get into a more advantageous position. We will definitely leave it there, and I need to go and fetch my son.
No.
No, we're
I remember
Yeah,
giving you
yeah.
a lift somewhere.
been there, done that.
And I remember you'd only just had a baby.
Yeah, most probably. So that would be my eldest, who is being a bit of a dick at the moment, and his mum is going to go mental when he gets home tonight.
Yep.
Good luck.
Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Really good.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thanks, guys.
joining me.